All right, so get this. I was poking around online the other day, and I swear I found something pretty incredible. I mean, if you're like most people running a business these days, you're probably drowning in social media stuff, right?
Yeah, it never ends, does it?
No, no, it really doesn't. But what if there was a way, just imagine this. What if there was a way to have your Facebook and your Instagram and even your TikTok, like basically running themselves, at least when it comes to talking to customers and getting their information and even making sales?
That sounds almost too good to be true. What is this magic you've discovered?
Well, it's called BotSocial AI, and it's an AI chatbot platform, or at least that's what they're saying. But the thing that really blew my mind was the idea that it can handle talking to your audience, and then it turns those conversations into actual leads and sales, and you don't even have to lift a finger. Like, you don't have to be online constantly. You can actually step away from your phone and your computer. And so that's why, like, I thought this would be perfect for our deep dive today to find out if BotSocial AI actually does what it promises. Because if it does, oh man, we could all get so much time back in our lives.
I mean, that's the dream for so many people, right? To automate all of that busy work and focus on the stuff that actually moves the needle.
Exactly.
Okay, so how does it work? Give me the rundown. What's the core idea behind BotSocial AI?
Okay. So basically, picture this. You have one AI chatbot, just one, and it can do pretty much everything you need on social media, and not just on one platform. We're talking Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and even your own website.
Okay, that's a pretty broad reach.
Yeah. And it's not just for casual chit chat either. It handles your marketing and your sales and even a big chunk of your customer support. Like, think of it as this tireless little assistant working 24/7 to manage all of those interactions that would normally eat up your entire day.
Wow, that's a lot to unpack. So where do we even begin? What are some of the, big features they're touting?
Okay, so one of the first things that really caught my eye was their AI-powered visitor engagement.
That sounds interesting. What does that look like in practice?
So let's say you post something on Instagram, right? And immediately you get a bunch of comments and questions and all that. Now, normally you'd have to stop what you're doing and respond to everyone, but with BotSocial AI, it jumps in and replies instantly, like 204/7, no matter what time zone your audience is in. This thing is there to keep the conversation going.
Okay, so it's like having what do they call them, a community manager that never sleeps.
Exactly. And that's
Okay.
key, right? Because nowadays, people expect you to be available all the time. If you don't respond quickly, you risk losing their interest.
True, true. So how does that translate into actual business results, though? How does it capture leads on autopilot?
All right, so this is where it gets really cool. They have these things called interactive AI chat flows. And basically, what they do is guide the conversation in a way that collects information from the people who are interacting with your content.
Give me an example.
Okay, so let's say someone asks about your pricing, right? The AI gives them the information, and then it smoothly says something like, hey, if you want a more detailed breakdown, we have a brochure you can download, and then bam, they get their email address.
Oh, that's smart.
It's all about turning those casual visitors into leads and then moving them through the sales process without you having to do any of the heavy lifting.
Okay, so that takes care of lead generation. But what about actually selling products? Can the AI help with that too?
You bet. They have features for that as well. It can, like, highlight specific products and offers right in the middle of the conversation. And you can even set it up to recommend things based on what people are asking about or their past interactions with you.
That's impressive. Like a little salesperson working in the background.
Exactly. And it doesn't stop there.
What do you mean?
They also have AI-powered customer support.
So it can actually deal with customer issues too.
Yeah. Think about all those basic questions you get all the time, like, what's your return policy? Or how much is shipping? They can program the AI to handle all of that stuff.
So no more spending hours answering the same questions over and over again.
Exactly. And that frees up your time to focus on the more complex stuff or, finally taking a vacation.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
But how human-like are these conversations really? I mean, we've all had those frustrating experiences with chatbots that just don't get it.
Right, right. But that's where BotSocial AI claims to be different. They say their AI actually learns from every interaction.
Learns.
Yeah, like it pays attention to the conversation and tries to understand the context so it can give more intelligent and relevant responses.
Interesting. So it's not just spitting out pre-written scripts.
No, it's supposed to be more like talking to a real person, which is super important if you want to build trust with your customers.
Definitely. And you mentioned earlier that it works across multiple platforms, right?
Yeah, one of the big selling points is that you can manage everything, your engagement, your sales, everything, from a single dashboard. so you
Yeah.
don't have to waste time jumping between Facebook and Instagram and TikTok all day long.
Ooh, that would be a lifesaver.
Right. Talk about boosting your productivity.
Totally. Now, what about gathering feedback from customers? I mean, that's crucial for any business.
They have that covered too.
Really?
Yeah, they have AI-powered customer surveys and feedback collection.
So it can automatically ask people for their opinions.
Exactly. It can send out surveys through those chat flows we were talking about earlier.
Hmm. That could be really useful. I mean, knowing what your customers are thinking is like half the battle.
It's all about getting those insights so you can improve your products and services and build loyalty with your audience.
Right, right. Now, you also mentioned integrations. Tell me more about that.
Okay, so they have a seamless CRM and Zapier integration.
And why is that so important?
Well, Zapier basically lets you connect BotSocial AI to thousands of other apps, which means you can automate your entire workflow. And with the CRM integration, you can send all those leads and customer data straight to your CRM system so you don't have to manually transfer anything. Everything stays synced.
Gotcha. So it plays nicely with the other tools you're already using.
Exactly. And they also have direct integrations with Google Sheets and e-commerce platforms, so it's really flexible.
Cool, cool. Now, what about once you've captured those leads? How do you keep them warm and, encourage them to buy something?
That's where the automated lead follow-ups and reminders come in.
Okay, and what do those do?
Well, the AI basically takes over the whole nurturing process. It sends out personalized messages, reminders, all those little nudges that help convert leads into customers.
So it's like having a personal assistant who never forgets to follow up.
Precisely. And you don't have to track anything manually. The AI handled all of that for you.
Amazing. Okay, last but not least, what about tracking your results? I mean, how do you know if this thing is actually working?
They have you covered there too. They have these advanced analytics and performance tracking features.
And what kind of information do you get from that?
Everything. You get real-time data on how many conversations are happening, how many leads you're capturing, conversion rates, all of that stuff.
So you can actually see what's working and what's not.
Yep. And then you can use that information to tweak your strategy and improve your results even more.
Sounds pretty comprehensive. Now, to be transparent with our listeners, there are a few things we should mention about how BotSocial AI makes money.
Oh, yeah. So they have an affiliate program where you can earn 50% commission on every sale you refer. And they say you can earn up to $427 per sale.
Wow, that's not bad.
Eh.
And they also have some optional upgrades, what they call one-time offers, that unlock even more features.
Right. So the first one is the premium edition, which is $47, and it gives you a bunch of extra stuff like removing their branding and more advanced chatbot features, and it includes Zapier integration and a commercial license. So you could actually offer chatbot services to other businesses.
Interesting. What about the second one?
The second one is the unlimited edition, and it costs $67. And this one is all about removing limits. So you get unlimited chatbots and unlimited conversations and leads.
Unlimited, huh? You can see the appeal of that.
Yeah, especially if you're planning to scale your business. And then the third OTO is the website chatbot, which is $77.
And that one gives you a dedicated chatbot for your website.
Yeah, it comes with advanced natural language processing and a custom knowledge base and all sorts of cool features to engage your website visitors.
Sounds pretty sophisticated. What about the fourth one?
The fourth one is the Done For You edition, which is $197. And this one is for people who want a completely hands-off approach. They basically set up and manage your entire BotSocial AI account for you. So you can just sit back and relax while the AI does all the work.
Exactly. And then the final OTO is the reseller edition, which is also $197. And this one lets you resell BotSocial AI as your own product and keep 100% of the profits.
Wow, so there are a lot of different options depending on your needs and budget.
Yeah, they really seem to have thought of everything.
It's pretty incredible how much this one platform can do. I mean, it's basically aiming to automate a huge chunk of your social media management, customer interactions, and even your sales process.
I know. It's like, is this the future of business?
Well, it certainly has the potential to be.
Right. I mean, if it can actually deliver on all of its promises, this could be a game changer.
No doubt about it. And I think that's a great question for our listeners to ponder. Could something like this really be the key to getting back all that time you spent on social media?
Yeah, I mean, think about it. What are some of the tasks that are just eating up your day? Could BotSocial AI take care of those for you? It's definitely worth exploring, especially if you're feeling overwhelmed by all the demands of running a business online.
Totally agree. All right, well, that's all the time we have for today's deep dive. Thanks for joining me.
My pleasure.
And be sure to check out my other videos for more insights and tips on how to grow your business.